thoughts on the game overall?
I thought we didn't have our best effort in the first period, but we played hard in the second and got ourselves back in it with a couple good breaks. And the third period, we just didn't battle. We didn't skate. We didn't do what we did in the second to get ourselves back in it. And credit to them, they did. They outskated us and outplayed us in the third and deserved the win. So we got to make sure we come back here fresh this week for a good week of practice, because there's a few things that need to be kind of corrected and shored up and get ready to go next weekend. No time to sit back and cry the blues too much over this game and the last game, but we definitely don't want things to slide here. We want to make sure we keep that good winning feeling.
Coach, how much do you think playing 4 games in 6 days kind of had something to do with tonight's performance?
I think we didn't look sharp, and part of it was mental, part of it was physical, but I think they both go together. And if you're not pushing yourself mentally to be focused and prepared, your body is not going to respond. And I think, but everybody's, I don't think anybody has any more travel than these guys that we played tonight from St. John's. So, everybody's got the same schedule. Different times of the year, it's different for everybody, but we're at home, and we had yesterday as a recovery day, and we expected more out of the guys tonight, and I think they expect more out of themselves because they've gotten to a good spot, and they get used to winning, and it's a good feeling, and they don't like losing. So we hope to see a great response out of this.
The power play seemed messy at times, especially early in the first period. What was your reasoning for the power play struggles tonight?
I thought it was way better in the second period. First period was definitely very messy is a great word, and we haven't had a lot of time to practice, and we've lost some key players that we use a lot in the power play. So I think a little bit of that attributes to that, but I think it's just determination and keeping things simple, and I think we did that in the second period with extra effort. Special teams are just hard work, and if you have obviously one more man out there and you're working harder than them, then you're going to create some chances, which we did in the second. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get that goal, but we'll work on that this week, because next weekend, especially the Syracuse game, will be a big special teams matchup. We got to shore up our penalty killing, get it back to where it should be at the top of the league, and not letting in a goal every night. And then the power play's got to get us a goal. And they got to get us really good opportunities, and that sometimes changes the momentum in a game. So if we are sloppy out on it, it creates a panicking feeling, and then the next shift after the power play follows that up too.
What can you say about that, Nathan's performance tonight? It seemed like he was really good at making the first save, but a lot of times give up a rebound, and it cost him maybe a goal or two in it.
Well, I think he was really good. I'm not sure if he was feeling his best today, and a little bit of the flu going around, but he battled through it, and he gave us a chance in the second period with a huge stop on basically an open guy to keep it 1-1, or I don't know if it was 1-0 at the time, and then we got a couple good breaks offensively. So he gave us a chance to stay in the game and win it, and we just didn't come out and perform in the third. I was fine with his performance. When we get outshot by double in the third period and 20 to whatever it was, we can't expect our goalie to save everything. And the way we let them come in on the rush, it's pretty hard for the goalie to corral every rebound, because we really let them come at us hard in the third period with that 3- and 4-man rush.
You guys seem to turn it over a little bit in your zone, culminating with Pajot's play there at the end. Are you worried at all about that?
No, that's just determination, and it's just a couple of mistakes tonight, and they resulted in goals. Sometimes you get away with them, and sometimes other teammates will make a nice play and cover up for you. And tonight it just happened to be once right in front of our net. But Pajot has been one of our best forwards as of late, especially in the defensive zone. So it just was a bad break where he got knocked off balance and gave up the puck right in the crease. But before that, he was right there in the right spot to make the right read to get the puck. But we'll work on it this week, and we'll get back at it next weekend. We want to finish off our next 2 games and their divisional games really strong, because we're going into a break where the guys deserve to get some rest and regroup for that second half push.
It seems like Derek Grant has a knack for scoring shorthanded goals. Can you explain his success with the shorties?
He's really embraced the penalty killing role, and he's done a great job with it this year, and he knows knows when there is a time when you can maybe attack and you get a forward back playing on the point on a power play, or they're a little bit tired and he's fresher, and he's done a good job. He's got some offensive skill, and to have a guy with some offensive skill, and Zibanejad is back now and he's very dangerous on the penalty kill. Those guys do a good job to create offense for us in a man down situation, and he's done it well all year long, and it continues. So it's great for him, and it really helps the team out.
Speaking of Zibanejad, he's had a terrific impact on the team since he's come back, scored another goal tonight. And what did you say to him tonight? I know obviously the loss is disappointing, but there are some silver linings in it.
Yeah, and I think he created the opportunity to get that goal that he got in the second period. He had a real good forecheck. He was determined, and borderline penalty going down the wall on the guy, but he's so big and strong, he's hard to contain, and that let us get in on the forecheck on the initial rush, and then some great second effort to keep pucks in the zone there, and then going to the net. He's got great eye-hand coordination, and he had a couple of good chances tonight and set up a few chances that he's helped us offensively, but he's a great defensive player too.
Is there any word on Leonard and the goalie situation moving forward?
No, as far as I know, he was backing up tonight, and Bishop's still there, and that's as far as I know. All our guys are up there doing well, and hopefully they won tonight. And if we don't see them again, that's a good thing. But if we get someone back at some point, that's just a plus for us.
You mentioned the next couple of divisional games. How important are they because they're a division?
They're big, and it puts us in a good spot if you go into the break feeling good about how you're playing, and there's no better feeling than to beat a team like Syracuse or Hershey, and they're right with us, Syracuse, and we want to make sure that we push to stay on top. We've worked very hard to get there, and we just want to make sure that we don't let someone take it away from us, and we don't give it to somebody. We're going to win some games and we're going to lose some games, but I think if we're playing our best, we're going to have really good games this weekend and feel good about ourselves going into the break.
No matter who's been in net for you guys all year, it seems like you've got great performances. Tonight, you went against the goaltender, who was just unbelievable. What were your thoughts on his play tonight, especially down the stretch?
Yeah, he was good. I thought he had a really good glove hand, and he snagged a few that were potential goals, or maybe the way we've gotten a lot of goals is off rebounds and guys driving the net. Our guys were right there, and there wasn't a lot out there hanging around. So he was really good tonight, and I thought he was big. He looked big in the net, and I thought he really he gave them the best opportunity to win and got the win.
How frustrating was it for you in the first period of the game? The team, it just seemed like nothing came easy. Everything was a little bit off the tape, passes a little bit out in front of guys, and the defense was really struggling to get a clean breakout. Is that something as an ex-defenseman that really just was driving you crazy?
I think it was just out of sync, whether it be a lot of hockey being played, and we took a day off the ice yesterday, and it took a little while to get going. I think it was more we just weren't working in sync together, and I think that little bit of extra effort and jolt in the second period when we got going, it showed how we can play, and unfortunately we just fell short in the third period, whether it be mental or physical fatigue or a little bit of both, and it'll be good to have a couple days here with that no midweek game where we can get a real good practice weekend and get ready for a strong weekend to finish up.
Good guys.